Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in for a post-match reaction of Manchester City absolutely battered us. Mickey, I know, thank you for coming on. It's probably the last thing you want to do. Me and you were speaking before the game. We spoke about the balance of playing midfielders at the back, and I think everyone and the Nan knew Manchester City would get in behind this Liverpool defence. And frankly, first point, Mickey, and everyone at home, you're probably shouting, what was the point in Liverpool but signing centre backs if you're not going to at least play some of them at the back? Nat Phillips, Mickey, we'll get straight into that point, really. Him getting dropped tonight. And I would have liked at the beginning of the show and pre-match build-up show I've done with Connor, you, and been speaking all week, just put Henderson into midfield at least. I thought we missed him massively. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Mickey. I know it's not the best circumstances.
I just can't believe it. We were online talking. We were playing on PlayStation when the team news come out, and I basically said, "Oh yeah, which one of the new ones is he playing, or is he playing Phillips?" And we seen the two central midfielders, and I said, "Every time them two have played, we've been shocking, and we have been shocking. I don't care what anyone says, we've been shocking. There's been nothing to go forward. They've been beaten easily by worse teams than Man City, who at the moment aren't playing with a striker."
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand. I've got to ask the question: is Nat Phillips? Why was he dropped? And if I'm being told it's fatigue, I'm going to shout bullshit because that lad's hardly played. Yeah. Sorry for swearing, but this is a serious matter now. Hendo and Fabinho can't play together at the back. We will never win games like that. No team can play with two midfielders. You can get away with one, but you can't consistently play them. We knew in November the 1st that we needed centre-backs. We waited till the last day of January to buy them. They've been training for virtually a week, yeah? This is a week's worth of training because you only get a few days, yeah? They should have been fitted straight into the side. One of them didn't even make the bench.
It's absolutely crazy.
Nat Phillips is the one. Nat Phillips is the one for me. Now, people can go, this was Alisson's fault. Yes, he made the mistakes. But let me tell you, Fabinho, every time Sterling did him. Foden did him. He had to foul him and get a yellow card. Henderson was done the far side every time by Foden. Every time. Terrible.
We've seen City do this so many times this season, mate, when we've watched them on Match of the Day and all that. Man City are the experts of dragging defenders out, and Henderson and Fabinho, it's not their fault. They're not centre-backs. Their brain is geared to get attracted by the ball, and I think it was Henderson on one of the goals. He probably forgets he's playing centre-back. He gets dragged out wide, and then Fabinho has to shift over. Then Trent has to shift over, and then Alisson's left in the box on his own with Bernardo and whoever was in the box to give up. But frankly, Liverpool could have conceded a lot more today, and it could have got a lot more dangerous. Gundogan, we've spoke in the pre-match how much of a big impact he could have on this game, and he absolutely ran the show, and credit to him. But Liverpool, we just sat back and allowed it. Yes, Jurgen has spoken about fatigue. I'm not buying fatigue because, yes, it probably would kick in, but at least nothing was clicking yet again, Mickey and everyone at home. It was another result in the final third of the pitch. Something was missing. And for me, Curtis Jones was the little bright spark in that game, if you want to try and pick something out. But yes, Jurgen Klopp took him off. I was like the only person that was trying in that midfield, like when he come on against West Ham, and then he was the last player to come on against Brighton. Anyway, he was the last player to come onto the pitch, try and make an impact on the game. And Salah, yes, the one opportunity in which we did have in that game, Mane had the glanced header in the first half. Another night that goes in, you could be looking at another game, but that's the beauty of hindsight. But but I was absolutely frustrated, Mickey, and everyone at home. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I really do appreciate every single one of you for dropping on the video. It's not nice watching Liverpool lose football games, but yet again, I think a lot of people on social media, Mickey, will be questioning Liverpool's plan B, C, and D in games, game management, especially when Liverpool did go a goal behind. Could have been 2-0 anyway, but it was absolutely frustrating, mate. Any other aspects of the game? Yes, we've spoken about the defensive shape. Alisson, yes, he made those mistakes. But if you're Alisson, Mickey, or everyone at home, you're constantly, I think there's probably been about 16, 17 combinations of centre-backs. Like any defensive structure in world football, the best defensive units, like we've seen when Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent and Robbo, they've been a solid back five with Alisson in behind. Alisson's got to be different defenders. They like it on the right foot, they like it on the left foot. When Alisson's got to be thinking about where do we want to distribute the ball, and he doesn't want to unsettle his defenders. We've seen it like with Lovren. Lovren was not the best, and Saka was not the best at distributing the ball. Yes, Henderson's had a good, decent kind of runs at the centre back, but he's not a centre back. Mickey, I don't want to be sitting here and just saying yes. Alisson did have an absolute shocker, but he's probably his head's gone. His head's absolutely gone. Like every single one of us, he sat there watching all this unfold in front of him, and he's like, "What are we doing,
mate?" The side's unbalanced. He's got no faith in the people in front of him. That's clear to see. Yes, he messed up, and he does mess.
He's saved so many times.
He does mess up. Nothing personal against him. Man City are a great side, right? And we can't forget this. And they had the same problem as us last season. They had to play a midfielder in defence, and guess what? They struggled.
They addressed it though in the summer, didn't they?
Yeah. So, and looking at plan, and you mentioned plan B, and the reason we have no plan B is we don't invest in the squad in the summer good enough, in my opinion. And we've been saying this every summer. Yeah, we're not the kind of club that goes out and City could have brought 4 or 5 different players on that could have changed that game today. I couldn't see anyone on our bench that would have changed that game. No one.
That's been the case for weeks, hasn't it, mate?
It's been the case for years.
Yeah,
it's been the case for years. Origi was our sub. Yeah, he's come on and he's made a difference in 5 games, in 4 years. 5 games. We all think he's a god. I don't. I've always said to you, and even when he was scoring them goals, I told you that kid is not good enough for Liverpool. Yeah. No disrespect to him. He's not good enough. We need better attackers on that bench. We need better people on that bench. Yeah. Curtis Jones today was taken off when he was the best player in our team. I have no idea. I think Klopp's head's gone. I think his head's gone.
I think someone needs. I'm not questioning Klopp, but I think he's struggling with himself. Like even before the game, mate, and everyone probably when you were speaking to all your mates before the kickoff, and you're seeing this team line up, you're like, what is happening here? Like, what's going through the whole squad? And I was so angry. Like as Mickey said, 3 credits to Manchester City, but you could see how much City absolutely loved it winning tonight, and that gave them a lot of confidence, not just for this season, but going forward, coming to Anfield. I think it's Liverpool's 3rd consecutive home defeat since 1960. I might be wrong, but I think they said on commentary since 1960. Something is drastically wrong behind closed doors. I know Klopp would not say it publicly, but yes, Liverpool have lost football games, but it's very there. Yes, you can talk about ifs, buts, and maybes. Yes, we've had injuries, but every team, I know everyone's screaming to telly now, going yes, but no one's had the injuries to like one of their best centre backs, and the plan B probably was Jota for this season.
City did last season.
Yeah, Laporte was out. Minamino, he's scored an absolute cracker again for Southampton this week. We loaned him out, and yes, he didn't have his opportunities, but I think he offers you a lot more than Divock Origi in this Liverpool squad. And that's facts, really. Yes, you can talk about the physical nature of Minamino, but I tell you, if you bring in Minamino on, that game for Crystal Palace, what he showed, that was probably our best attacking display absolutely months. And what does he do? Yes, he drops he drops him the game after. But yeah, I'm absolutely fuming. Mickey, I'm very, very frustrated. I really do appreciate you coming on tonight, mate. I know it was the last thing you wanted to do, but absolute legend. Make sure you do head over to Mickey's channel. He's building it up anyway behind closed doors. But Planet LFC, got big things to come, mate. But I really do appreciate coming on tonight. And I probably could get a lot more angry, but it's not going to change nothing. It's not going to change the result. Football, yes, it's a game, but all of us live and breathe Liverpool. It's frustrating seeing Liverpool lose a game of footy. It's very there over the last couple of years that has happened, but it's just the manner in which tonight's display. I was really, I'd say shocked, but I'd be lying, Mickey, wouldn't you? I think if it asked all of us, we could see this coming, really, given how well City have been playing this season. Credit to Manchester City, absolutely fantastic, demolished us tonight. Clinical in the final thirds, really took Liverpool to shreds. And another night that could have been a lot more embarrassing. Yes, Gundogan missed his penalty, but frankly, not good enough in every aspect of the game. Alisson, defensive unit as well, looked at all lost at sea, but that's been happening for absolute weeks. And midfield, you could run as much as you want, but Liverpool looked sloppy of ideas, and in the final third, frankly, nothing.
Can I just add? Can I
Yeah,
just add that Thiago was terrible today, and I've not seen him when he played the defensive role. He slowed the game down too much, and when now he's playing the attacking role, he's slowing the game down too much. Is he really the answer to what we need? Today we had many counter-attacks which just fizzled out. I'm not saying we'd have won that. We were always going to lose this game, right?
Yeah.
Even with the defensive things. At the moment, City are on a high, and we're in a bum. But I just think we've made mistakes with the lineup and mistakes with. You can have the front three every week. If you haven't got the balls to them, or you're slowing the play down,
it's the service from the back, isn't it, mate? It's like the service. Liverpool over the last 2 years, and the great sides of Liverpool back in the 70s and 80s start so well, and Barca's back in the day. And when we watch this Liverpool team over the last 2 years, we start so well from the back. Don't be wrong, yes, any team would miss Van Dijk and Gomez, but Matip as well, and you're probably screaming Matip as well. But you've got Davies. He obviously wasn't on the bench tonight. I don't know what's happening with him, but he's a left-sided centre back. And that balances the team so well. Kabak, even if you brought him in, what use would it have been? Yes, if Liverpool got battered, it wouldn't have been good for his confidence. But Liverpool have been battered 4-1 here tonight. And whether if you bring Kabak in or not, would that have been? Yeah, you'll find out after the game. But when do you start him, Mickey? Like when is the right time to put him back into the squad?
I told you this before. Yeah, every other team that signed players on Tuesday or Monday, whatever date it was, Monday. Going back, I've lost a few days. On Monday, they've all started for the teams this week, and they've all done well. Maitland-Niles played well today. The lad that went from Arsenal to Newcastle scored a goal. Yeah, honestly, I cannot believe he's not even started one of them. But the biggest criminal act, you can argue they're not ready, they're not used to our lineup. But Nat Phillips has been there years. He knows what he's doing. He's played 4 times. He's been man of the match twice. He was our best player in all. It's no coincidence when he's played, we've beat Spurs and we beat West Ham.
Yeah.
I just don't get this thing. It's a known fact. We played Southampton with Fabinho and Henderson. We were shit. And I mean, shit. And we said that can't happen anymore. It's no coincidence. It doesn't mean Henderson and Fabinho are crap. It means they can't play in defence.
Yeah.
At least altogether in defence. Playing one of them is a disadvantage. Playing 2 of them is just... I'd rather have give Kabak his debut and played Phillips and moved Hendo and Fabinho into midfield. I'm sure that game would have been drawn today.
Yeah, and even if we did lose the game, it still would have had the exact same result anyway. We wouldn't have got 3 points. And
We're
it
out
will
the
be
title race
interesting.
as well. By the way,
Yeah.
everyone needs to get out this blinkered blind stuff. I
Wait,
said to you 4 weeks ago, we're out the title race. Yeah. And everyone argued with me and says, you've got no faith. No, I could see. Anyone tells me we're still in the title race, mate, we are in a battle to finish in top four.
Yes.
We are in a battle. Leicester are better than us at the moment.
Yeah.
Everton are better than us at the moment.
2 games in hand, I think. Yeah.
Everton are better than us at the moment. West Ham, even though we beat them, are better than us. Consistent. You look at the game, Villa are better than us. At the moment, we've got to do something to change this. Yeah. This will go down. And let me tell you, if it doesn't change and we don't invest in the summer to make our squad stronger for this plan B, and if we still keeping Origi as the man to bring on, we're going to struggle next season. We need people have found out our way we play. Yeah. And when they do, and you need to have somebody off the bench that can come on and change the game. Today, the 2 pit lads come on, fair play to them. They came on, but they made us worse.
Yeah, and it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
It's not their fault, is it?
No.
We keep on saying the same thing after every single game, mate, don't it? Like it's you don't have to be a football expert or analysis, really. Even me mum was watching a football and she was like, "This is unlike Liverpool." She loves Liverpool, and
Jack,
she's like, "What's happening?"
It's a theory of mine,
Mm.
and I think it's going to come out soon. There's a battle going on at Liverpool between Klopp and FSG. It's clear to see he forced them into buying a defender on deadline day. If we were really seriously in it, because we knew November the 1st, we had no defenders. We knew Matip was struggling to get fit at that time as well. Yeah. We knew we got just sold Lovren. So we knew we were short. So if we knew that, and if FSG were behind Klopp, we would have had them 2 lads in January the 1st.
Yeah.
The fact we had him in last day and all the battles and all the comments Klopp was saying for 2 weeks, he was going, I don't understand why we're not buying central defenders. You need to ask the people above me because I don't buy players. And exactly what he was saying. And the way he is with the commentator, he had to go to one of the commentators again today. The way he is, there's something not right there. And someone needs to be honest with us and tell us what's going on. Yeah. Because I will back Klopp above FSG. Because Klopp is,
I think we all
day long. I'm not FSG out, and I'm not FSG. I don't hate FSG. I think they're doing a great job.
Great.
Yeah. But let's be honest. If there's a power struggle, there's only one winner, and that would be FSG because they own the club. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to know what. Reality. I think Klopp wanted more players in the summer, never got them, and I really do think that. And I think, listen. And I did say this a few weeks ago, and remember where everyone started about. I think if Klopp's not happy by summer, he'll be gone. He'll go. He will not stay here if he's not being backed.
He doesn't even have to be a body language expert, mate. You're looking from an outside point of view. Everything used to be nice and bubbly. Don't get me wrong, results haven't been going well, and injuries have happened over this season. But Sutton, as you said there, mate, let us know, everyone, if you think that's the case as well. For me, Sutton is doing behind closed doors, and I think if not, he's been such a fantastic spear for this football club. Everyone, he's a miracle worker, and there's only certain miracles he can do, and time eventually will catch up on himself. And really, the fact that he hasn't played, and I think I'll leave that as the ending point, everyone. The fact that he's got, as we said, me and Mickey said at the top of the show, and probably you spoke to your mates and that before kickoff, we've got centre-backs on the bench, 2 centre-backs on the bench, and he's starts 2 midfielders in defence in the centre-back areas. I'll leave that up to you. Make of what you want. But Mickey, thank you very much for coming on, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. Planet LFC, make sure you do head over to. I'll leave the link in the description. Reds, yes, not the best scenario, but thank you very much for every single one of you for tuning in. Look after one another, and Liverpool will be back to winning ways eventually. But you've just got to get through this period, the mad period in which we will have Jota. Yes, we'll come back Van Dijk has been included in the Premier League squad, so fingers crossed he will be coming a lot more quicker than expected. But yeah, as always, Reds, you'll never walk alone, and see you later. Ta-ra.